Today, I'm going to show you how to make cinnamon bread, otherwise known as crack sticks. This is a really simple, easy recipe. You can get the whole family involved. It's really kid-friendly, and it's really delicious at the end of the day. The things you'll need: 1 loaf of white bread. I'm using white wheat because I prefer it, and I think it tastes better with the recipe. 3/4 cup powdered sugar. 1 softened 8-ounce cream cheese. 1½ sticks of butter. 1 cup of sugar. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. A mixer, a medium small bowl, another bowl or a flat dish to roll the cinnamon sticks in, and a rolling pin. First, you can begin removing the crust from all the pieces of the bread. Throw away the 2 end pieces. While you're doing this, you can preheat your oven to 350. You can either use a serrated knife to cut the ends off, like this, which is really kind of hard, but it makes them nice and square. Or you can just take your fingers and rip it off the nice old-fashioned way, which is probably the easier thing to do if you have children. Doesn't make it all pretty though, if you're wanting to show off your cooking skills. Alright, once it's all been removed, you take a rolling pin and you roll out the bread super flat. Alright, and once you've rolled it out flat, you can sit it off to the side until you're ready to put the icing on top of it. Once you have removed the crust from your bread and rolled it with a rolling pin, it doesn't have to be perfect. As you can tell, mine still have little pieces of crust. The next thing you'll need to do is get your 1½ sticks of butter, move them from the wrapper, obviously. And then you need to microwave them until it is all liquid. And I say you should do this now because when you're rolling these in the butter, you don't want it on fire, because it'll be really hot and you're going to be sticking your hands in there, and if you have children, that's not pleasant either. So put it in the microwave until it's melted down completely. No chunks, it's all liquid. And then you'll be ready. Once you've melted your butter and it's cooling off, you can start making the icing, which is the part that goes on top of the bread before you roll it up into like a jelly roll cake style and dip it in butter and roll it in the cinnamon sugar. And I'll show you that in the last step. So you're going to take your 8 ounces of cream cheese, just throw it in there. That's hard to get out. Okay, then you're going to add your 3/4 cup of powdered sugar, but you can add a little bit more if you like it a little bit sweeter. I'm adding a little bit more than that because I thought it needed a little bit more sugar in ours. I know you can really eyeball this because it's one of those things, or you could just let the kid dump it in, your child, just dump it right in and it'll still taste okay. Then you're going to blend this all together and sit it off to the side to make the cinnamon sugar. That's going to be the outer coating of the cinnamon bread. Once you have finished making your icing, you can just put a knife in it and sit it off to the side. Now we're going to make the top coating of the cinnamon bread or crack sticks. You're just going to add 1 cup of sugar to like a flat dish where you can kind of roll the bread in there really easily. And then you're going to need 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can add more if you like a lot of cinnamon. I'm just going to eyeball it because I like cinnamon. And really, if you run out and you kind of like a double dip on your cinnamon bread, you can re-dip it in more butter and roll it again in some more cinnamon sugar for the top coat if you like it a little bit thicker on the outside. Now you're going to need to mix thoroughly, just good enough so that the cinnamon and the sugar can all get mixed together. And you see I've got rocks of sugar in mine, so you just need to take a spoon and crush that down. You don't want big chunks of sugar on your bread. Once that's mixed, you are ready to start preparing your cinnamon bread to go in the oven. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to prepare the cinnamon bread. You're going to take your flat, rolled out, uncrusted bread, and you're going to ice it as good as you like. I kind of overfilled some before and they blow up in the oven, so kind of be gracious with the icing, but don't go overboard because then you'll have blown up little cinnamon roll looking things in your oven. They're good too, it all tastes good, but it's not really pretty. Right, so once you've done this, you're going to need to roll it up like so. Do it right here on my counter. Just roll it kind of like a jelly roll or a Swiss roll would look, or the icing's on the inside of the roll. Okay, so it should look like this. Then you're going to dip it in the butter, roll it. Just give it one good time. Don't really sit it in there to soak it up or you'll have butter sticks instead of cinnamon bread. And then you're going to roll it in the cinnamon. This is the moment where you can take it back in the butter and double dip it in the cinnamon sugar. But I'm just going to do one time. Make sure you get the ends, and then you're going to sit it on your baking sheet. And then once you've made them all, you put them in your 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. Now that you've prepared all your cinnamon bread or crack sticks, you're going to put them in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes. Set your timer. Once they're done, you can either eat them hot or you can put them in the refrigerator and eat them cold. I prefer them cold, but they're good either way. Enjoy! For more great cooking videos and cooking ideas, subscribe to my channel. Videos will be posted weekly.